Oh, testing, testing. Sorry, I lied. Okay, last video I said we are going to look at the past paper in this video, but I lied, right? I just found that we actually need to deal with the concept of GNI or GNP first. Okay，有時你會見佢嘅 GNI，有時叫 GNP 嘅。We need to deal with the concept before we can move on to the past paper. Okay, now so let's jump ahead a little bit. You see, we are on chapter 16 now, right? On chapter 16. This is actually on page 46. Okay, page 46 here. Page 46 of your textbook. So let's go to page 46 of your textbook and very briefly look at the definition of gross national income or gross national product GNP. OK， 好嘛？好啦，嗱，如果你仲記得咧 ，GDP basically right looks at the production value of RPU here. The production value by RPU。 OK， 嗱你見啦，佢個 focus 係 production。OK， 嗱 while for GNP or GNI we want to focus on several more things 啊，我哋呢個 GDP 啊嘛，係嘛？嗱 for GNP or GNI we look at two more things. First, we look at factor income by resident, or I should say local resident. 原來咧係我本地嘅人賺到嘅錢，不過係咪 with production overseas 喺外國做嘢賺翻嚟嘅錢。Okay, so you see, right? Immediately, you see the focus of GNP is different. We are focused on local people production rather than production in the local economy. 而家係喺外國嘅地方進行嘅 production， 收到嘅錢，但係都計 GNP， 唔計 GDP 啦。OK， minus OK， 我哋加完一樣嘢啦 ，minus factor income by non-local resident with local or domestic production. Now this one is a little bit funny, right? 我哋頭先講啦，係嘛？ GDP counts local production by RPU. Okay, what if there is local production, but by non-RPU 唔係本地生產單位做嘅嘢 we actually minus the number out. OK， 好嘛？嗱 so 嗱 the definition you can take a look at the definition. One important key thing, total income 呢個睇嘅係 income， 唔係睇 production value. The focus is vastly different here. Okay, vastly different here. Okay， 好嘛？嗱，所以啦 we can look at this one. The formula. Okay, the formula 係嘛？我成日都話啦，字好難睇嘅。Let's look at here. The formula goes like this. 呢度唔係喎。This one. The formula goes like this. GNI equals to GDP plus net factor income from abroad. Okay, or sometimes you will see this abbreviated as NIA. Okay, 會叫 NIA 啦。嗱，阿 Sir，NIA 點計出嚟啊？ Again, two parts. Factor income earned by resident outside of the territory minus factor income earned by non-resident within the economic territory. OK， 嗱，所以見唔見啦？原來 focus 係錢啊，本地人賺咗幾多錢，本地人俾咗幾多錢出去，一啲唔係本地嘅人啦。 OK， 好嘛？嗱，if you want to know more, you feel free to read the textbook by yourself. OK, here let's look at some example, and then we move on to the next video to actually talk about some past paper questions, right？ 好嘛？嗱，呢版咧我記得好似有啲 example 啊，係嘛 ？Let's 乜嘢係 resident， 乜嘢係 non-resident 啊 ？OK，let's see. Foreign domestic helper who has worked in Hong Kong for 10 years 喺香港做咗10年，咁呢個就唔止 resident 咁簡單啦。This one is both resident and RPU， 呢個唔止 resident 咁簡單喎，係咪啊 ？OK，a branch of foreign banks that has been operating in Hong Kong for 5 years， 呢個都係啦，唔止 resident 喎。This is even RPU 係嘛？係嘛？逢親啊 ，whenever is RPU must be resident。OK， now don't worry. In past paper we have more examples of residents. OK， 好嘛？咩叫 non-resident 啊？A foreign accountant for 6 months contract， 你逢親見到啦，得6個月，仲要係 foreign。嗱，阿 Sir 點解要圈兩個啊 ？Because 6 months is he or she an RPU？No， 佢首先唔係 RPU， 係唔係本地人啊 ？No， foreign， OK， not local， not RPU。Therefore, we know non-resident。OK， a French 3 months 又嚟啦 ，not RPU， French not local。OK， now let's look at some examples, and then we move on to the next video to talk about past paper examples. OK， 咦，窒機添。喂 ，hello， 窒完未？窒完未 ？Hello，OK， great。好嘛， now here let's see whether the following items are in GDP and or GNI. OK， 好嘛 ？Wage earned by a local resident from working in a local trading firm. 嗱，你見到啦 ，local resident, local trading firm. 嗱 this one I think we can safely assume this is an RPU， 一間本地嘅 firm RPU. So this one, wage, it entails production. Production by RPU in current year, definitely GDP. Okay. Now, if you remember, GNI equals to GDP plus something minus something. So by definition, if something is in GDP, it also must be in GNI. OK， 逢親 GDP 一定 GNI 啦 ，by definition， 因為你睇翻啦，you look at the formula，right？ 好啦，第二個啦 ，dividends 好啦，記住啦 ，dividends also return for lending service, therefore it has production， 有 production 喺背後嘅 ，distributed by a Hong Kong and China gas company， 一個本地嘅本地人 give money to US resident。OK， 嗱 we have a problem。US resident definitely not RPU。OK， 佢絕對唔係一個 RPU。OK， now therefore definitely not in GDP. And since now local give money outside to non-local, we actually need to deduct from GDP to calculate GNI. OK， 好嘛？好啦，第三個啦 ，salary again. Salary means production. OK。Received by Australian， 嗱我哋見到 Australian 啊，仲要 for 6 months， therefore not RPU。OK， again I give money to here hospital authority Hong Kong give money to non-Hong Kong. We are deducting the money. Finally, OK, rental income earned by a Hong Kong resident， 有個香港人賺咗個錢 ，but in Japan 啊，所以又小心啲啦。This time the production not local， 唔係香港唔使問啦 ，definitely not in GDP. The production does not happen in Hong Kong, but we are talking about a Hong Kong resident， 一個香港嘅人 喺外國嘅 production 收到錢 ，OK，production right，rental income 記住啦 ，rental production OK 得唔得？Therefore，local resident receiving money from overseas this is in GNI a plus item because we are earning more money we add into the local GDP to calculate GNI or GNP. Okay, 好嘛? So this is the definition of both GDP and GNI. Now, this time for real. Next video, we're going to talk about the past paper examples of GDP and GNI. Okay, see you very soon in our next video. Bye-bye.